Hey guys, welcome back to a new video of Blackmire. Today's video, I am continuing on the Scrapyard, actually starting this Scrapyard section that has to be here at Blackmire where Overture did this suspended mine train coaster. Um, I had to expand the park a little bit more because the idea I had, I needed to expand it a little bit. So that's what I am doing. I'm kind of like enclosure off the entire hole where the coaster is. And it actually looks quite cool when it's done. And I will of course add a lot more to it later on in the series. But today guys, I am building this sort of, I think I would call it a purifier, something like that. Because this guy is more like he cleans the water that goes through the Blackmire here, and he uses the trash to burn it, to kind of like make it feel like the trash gets burned, and that way that gives the power and the mechanics for the purifier system. When I first built it, I wasn't entirely sure. I was mainly just going for like some sort of storage areas and stuff. But the more I added, I felt like that I could make it a purifier, because you guys will see that in the end of the video where I will add so many boilers and tanks around this building to make it feel like that all this sort of water goes in and out of these pipes and iron boilers and whatnot. So that's kind of like the plan you guys will see me build here today. It's not like the most, how do you say, like, it's not the best build I've done in Blackmire, but I wasn't going for it. I just wanted to close off this section here, so I kind of know where I want to build 2 and 4. And I gotta say, when you guys will see me build some more around the hole here, and also adding some big, thick pipelines, it will all make so much more sense. And it also gave me some ideas to what I can expand on and build further onto in the next video. But for now, I'm quite satisfied on how this turned out to look. Especially these chimneys here, and also it's the first time I'm actually using this crypt roof here. Which is actually quite nice. It works super well, and I actually feel like I might go and use a little bit more of those. Here I'm making sort of little ventilation system here on the top of the roof. I felt like that was quite neat. And I didn't use this method in all the other buildings. So I'm feeling like what I can do a little bit more different style buildings over here at this section. Because there's not really any buildings over here, right? There's the technician I built, and then there's this guy now. And then I might add 1 more or 2 more buildings at this area, because the plaza in front of this building is super empty and bare. So I for sure need something. I was thinking about, you see this little bunker I did on the left with the corrugated iron roofs. I was thinking maybe add those a few places and then fill it in with some different kind of trash. So this is sort of a sorting system as well for the scrapyard. So you see that the corrugated small bunker I did on the left side of the building. If I could in some way add those all some way around and have some trails going into it, then it would actually feel like that this is a sorting system and also a purifier system we got going on here. So I'm brainstorming some ideas, and I feel like that's quite neat. I wanna try it out and see how it looks, because I've been thinking about it as also when I built this build here. So I'm adding a 3rd building here as well to on the right side of it. The mid part is of course the purifier building, and then of course we have the sides here where all the stuff comes from. I wasn't entirely sure about this build here on the right. It has like this sort of just 1/2 roof, but with some pipes and all that, I felt like it worked quite okay, and it does look a little bit real too, because you see a lot of boring buildings that are just like this, that have this sort of right slope and not an entire building and a roof. So I'm not actually. I don't really know with theming and stuff, and like minor detailing what I wanted to do. So I just wing it and just jump right on in and just edit different things of where I wanted them to be. And this section here, there will not come anything behind it. This will be the end of the scrapyard. That's why I'm also kind of like building this building here. So this is the end of the scrapyard. So I can only build here from like in front of it and then around the coaster. And that's kind of like also what I like here. So you guys can kind of like see where does it end and what more do I have to add and such on. I might do a Blackmire stream on the channel when I come home from my theme park trips, which I'm going on for the next few days here now. So I will not have so many videos backed up for you guys, so you have to wait till I get home. But this one I managed to do, and maybe I'll manage to record a little Dania video of just an update, so you guys can see where I am at. So yeah, that's pretty much so far. But nevertheless, there's not a long way to go, guys. With Blackmire, I know it doesn't have a deadline, and I'm not in a hurry to get Blackmire done, but we are definitely closer than where we were a month ago or 2 months ago, because there's not so many other things that I would add in Blackmire that where we are at now, and I feel like that's a good way of thinking about this. That is, I want to go 100% into this project. So if I don't feel it, well, then I just don't go in here. And maybe if it's just tedious work of rocks or just some minor detailing, if I just don't feel it, I just don't feel it at all. And it makes you like being super annoyed at the same time when you're into these projects of yours and you just don't have the groove for it. So Blackmire has become that thing that I'm not in a hurry, but I just go in and build in Blackmire when I actually feel like building steampunk. Where Dania, it's kind of like a mix and match, where sometimes I need to force myself to get into the groove in Dania. And because in Dania right now, it's mainly a lot of gaps I am trying to fill in. But it's getting there, guys. It's so close. But I'll give you guys a little update video so you can see how close we actually are to finish off the park. But yeah, back to Blackmire here. You see here I'm making one more conveyor belt here where I want these sort of small trains or carts to come over. They dump all the crap, all the junk they have, and all the junk gets moved to this conveyor belt that transport it into the purifier, which makes it power, and that will make the water system clean. I know it's a little bit far away from the entire city, but I feel like that this water supply system thingy, purifier, call what you want to call it, does good here, because I will have a lot more pipes and stuff added, so everything will kind of like make sense. So you see this sort of big pipe going all across Blackmire, maybe even through the mountains itself. So I have, you see, there's a lot of plans, lots of ideas that I wanna take with me here and try build some more stuff. Because I feel like that if I can finish the scrapyard and also of course finish Ironworks, the coaster, which I don't know why I don't just go over and finish it, because I am like so close to have the coaster actually finished. So maybe I should do that as well and maybe premiere it for you guys so we can watch it together when it's done. But I don't know, there's a lot of thoughts about behind all this. But yeah, as you guys can see, I made the conveyor belt there, and I want things to make sense. I want things to feel like that this is something you will see in real life as well. Even though we're building some sort of a fantasy steampunk industrial town here, then I can still feel like it. I can still add the realistic aspects of things actually making sense instead of just I'm placing an iron boiler here, but what does it do? You know. But this iron boiler, for example, will transport stuff from one to another, and so on and so on. And of course, adding this sort of stuff to steampunk is never a bad idea. Of course, you don't want to go super crazy with all the mechanical wheels, the pipes, and all that stuff. Just make it look decent. You know, don't go overboard with it. Because a lot of people think steampunk is just mechanics and pipes, which it is, but it is not only that. I mean, you don't have to over detail it with it. Small things is also working very well. That's actually something I prefer sometimes, that you don't go overly crazy with the detailing when it comes to the steampunk. Especially when it comes to, you know, the common things you see at people. I know I'm doing kind of like sort of the same stuff, but I'm feeling like I'm doing it, you know, with flair, or how you say, like, I don't go overboard with it. I feel like, where does it need to be, and where does it make sense to have it. So, but yeah, you guys will see me add some trash and stuff inside the bunker here, and also the claw I did for the dumpster boat. And then it will kind of like make sense that that's what you do. I might add some more stuff to it, but I'm not entirely sure when I will do that, because right now I feel like this area is sort of finished, especially this little purifying system here. And then of course I will add some more stuff to the coaster around the little crater where it's around. And of course Operateur will also get into Blackmire and do some stuff as well for his coaster, so I don't take all the space for him. He needs some space to build on as well. So, but anyhow, guys, it's a lot of the same stuff you will see me do here for the next 10 minutes or so. So I will give you guys some tunes, and then I will get back to you guys at the end and before the cinematics. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoy it, and I will be right back. Enjoy. Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the music. As you've been seeing me placing a lot of pipes, a lot of clutter, just a lot of small detailing all the way around the build to make it feel more, just trashy and busy and industrial. And then I added this little sort of arch bridge, call it what you want to call it, to this sort of little tower here, where I am thinking about making a little docking station as well for an airship or something that can kind of like be below or like above the scrapyard, kind of like docked to the little platform you've seen me building here. So I might do that, maybe try and make a little bit sort of dumpster airship as well as I did with the bow. That would be quite fun to try that out. But sorry guys. But as you can see, just I had not really any idea on what I would detail this up with. So for now it's just the trim pieces and the fences. And then at some point I might go up there again and add some more stuff. I'm not really feeling the towers as well. I might redo them a little bit, so maybe all of them are not the same. So at least they look a little bit different. And now when they are standing like 4 in a row almost across the canal here. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm basically quite happy for what I did achieve, and because I was gonna build that scrapyard thing, but I wasn't really sure on which way to tackle it and what to start with. But I feel like that this part here was definitely something that gave me the groove back and got me some ideas, because I didn't finish this build since I wanted to fill in a lot more stuff. You see this area right here between the rails here. It's so empty. And I really want something there. But I'm not really sure yet what to build. But hopefully I will get an idea. But next video I might try and enclosure the entire coaster here and make this area 100% finished. And then I can focus more on the coaster with Operateur and also the Ironworks coaster as well. Because I think this is the last section. This is the last section that's gonna be added to Blackmire. So we have the slums, we have the wealthy mountain town, we have the industrial area, and now we have the scrapyard. So I feel like we got a nice things in the park here for now. And of course I still have that dog ride in mind, but I don't know if that's just gonna be something we're gonna try make in another park. Because after the coaster got added here, I don't really feel or see that I have room for the dog ride. But I don't know, it might be that I change my mind or I fiddle around and then all of a sudden I see, oh, there's room here or something. But for now it's kind of like in the back burner. And I'm just trying to spice up this area more here. As you can see, took the arch shapes and made a big thick pipeline here, which I'm probably taking and using a lot more places. I never actually thought, why didn't I ever think of this idea beforehand? Having these sort of big black pipes all the way around or across Blackmire here to kind of like connect all of the stuff together. So I might go in and add a bunch of more stuff of these. So this is kind of like just a little try on them and see how they actually work. And it actually worked quite nice. So that's definitely something I will take in consideration and add a lot more everywhere. But I kind of like how the crater to the coaster kind of like get enclosed now with the wall around and stuff. It really makes it feel more unique and feel like it's actually built like that. They dig the hole and they build something around it. So I'm really happy how that turned out. Here at the end you will see me add the tanks and iron boilers, as I mentioned before the music, which is something I felt like it could need it here. Just pack it up with tons of tanks and iron boilers here in the back to make it feel like this is where all the water and all the system, all the things go. This is where all of it get sorted out and cleaned and purified, all those words. So I just went with it and just, you know, normal, took the shapes and the iron baller here and just made it look like some sort of pipes. And I kind of like how this turned out. It definitely added something to the back of this build. And the back now is not that empty anymore. And I actually feel like the back is just fine as it is. As you can see on the right side here, I did extend the canal a little bit more. So this area is also surrounded by water and not just terrain. And I'm actually thinking about adding a lot more water around. So it actually just feels like it's a water mountain town, or how do you say? I don't know, like a mix of water world and I don't know, steampunk, even though it is okay. But I hope you guys kind of like get my drift here, because that's kind of like what I felt like doing here now as well. And the water around surrounding the island and stuff, it just looks so good. But we are slowly moving towards the end, guys. I feel like that I achieved okay here. I got this area detailed, and I got some sort of a function for the scrapyard. So I'm quite happy that these things work well together. And now we have the technician, we have the purifier system, and the scrapyard. And then of course the trails you saw me build for the small cars is also something I need to do. Make it look like they actually go back and forth and they dump stuff and they take stuff and they, yeah, just it's functional, you know. So that's the plan. I don't know when I will post a new Blackmire video. I don't know if it will be on Operateurs channel or my own, but just keep an eye out, guys. And as always, I do appreciate you guys for watching. It means a lot, guys. And I hope you still haven't got enough of this Blackmire series, because there is still some more stuff that needs to be done here. So, but anyways, guys, I hope you have an awesome day, and remember also to stay awesome. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and here are some cinematics for you, so enjoy them, and yeah, see you next time, guys. Bye bye.